So hello my beautiful loves. Today I like that. Today I do have a video about the shadow work and a client I had today. Okay, so today, and this, it's not only about a client I had today, but I usually deal with this a lot, which is, at the end of the day I'm getting paid, you know what I mean, like I'm getting paid at the end of the day, but it's not the purpose is helping people. Okay, so a lot of clients would come to me wanting that help. The thing is, people is so freaking lazy, like you're freaking kidding me. They want you to do the job for them, and the more I can do is spells on them, and they will have to keep paying like every 3 months. But my purpose is to help people learn to do the job by themselves, right? So this is my goal: awaken people to their own reality, to be their own gods, goddesses of their own reality, and become not manifestors, but manifesting their own reality by their own selves, right? So for the lazy people, they better have money, because they're going to have to keep paying every 3 months spells with any wage, But I really wanted to help people to awaken to a reality where they are conscious creators. They create consciously, right? This is an awakening. You know what I mean? When you are. So I do have two type of clients. The clients that come to me and they pay their rituals every 3 months, and after a year or so, they learn to vibe on the vibration of the ritual, and after a year or so, they don't need it anymore. So I have these type of clients that they're constant with their rituals until they learn to vibe on it. And I have the type of clients that they just never awaken, which is sad, because it's amazing when you start to realize a truth that you are your own goddesses of your reality, that every single human that crosses your path, you attracted them. The way they act, you attracted that. You created that. Remember what I told you 2 or 3 days ago? Other humans does not have free will on your reality. They don't. You make your own reality. Many people would ask how this work. I was asking the same thing, how does that work? That's kind of like a sin, like believing other humans do not have free will, until I find out a very important writer. I think he was from the 40s or 50s, and he write amazing books about it. He was spiritual, but also he was a scientific. And this completely, like, from being like, that's so like, like unfair, and so, I don't know, it sounds bad, to understand why other humans do not have a free will on your reality. And I was like, after, I listened to a few people, and I was like, that sounds so unfair, until I saw this writer who is very good explaining. And I was like, okay, I do agree with that. It's the same thing, but from a different point of view. And his point of view was, as consciousness, as humans, we all are one. We are one. Okay, like there's not separation between humans. We all are one. We all are one. We are all connected in a way. And he speaks mostly about telepathy. Telepathy is what he speaks about, why telepathy does works, and how we use telepathy on the daily basis. and he uses different examples. He have an amazing way to explain. I'll see if I can find the name of this writer, and I don't know, leave a picture of it or whatever, because he's amazing. You should definitely read a few of his books. They're amazing, freaking amazing. And he, like I said, he speaks about telepathy and how like people use telepathy daily, either consciously or unconsciously. Now he speaks about how the people who do it consciously, they're aware creators. They're creating with awareness, like they are deciding what to create and what not to create, right? And most of the people, which will be like 90% of humanity, is unconscious creators. Okay. And I have been connecting a lot of the things, and a lot of stuff start to make sense to me now. Although, like I said, the shadow work is a hard thing to do. You know, it is hard. The shadow work is hard. This writer explains how when people crosses our paths and they start doing things we don't like, they're showing us our fears, right? So this is a way of a universe showing you where you needed to work, although you like it or not. Either you like it or not. So for example, if someone, let's say someone cheat on you, right? That's a fear of you. That was, even if you were not consciously thinking about it, the subconsciously was on the back of your head, this fear, like later or sooner you were going to get cheated on, you know. So it reveals your hidden fears. And it's amazing, but since I started to understand this, and since I did discover this, it's freaking amazing how now my fears, like before it would take longer to notice the fear, but now I catch it like this, and I'm like, okay, this is a fear of mine, you know. For example, to give you an example, very, very recent, yesterday I spoke about manifesting a specific person, right? Manifesting a specific person. And if you want to be chased, you know, all this. Now understand, to the guys who watch me, understand that I work on the love area. If you go to my YouTube channel, you're going to find love, speak about the love area. So understanding that I do work with the love area, right? I do work. If you go to my YouTube channel, I do mostly tarot readings about love, about your specific person, your special person, about your ex, about, I don't know, you know, the complicated relationship that the people does have. So this is the subject when I do like manifestation stuff, which is what I have been doing here on Instagram to put it on YouTube, is specifically like more focus on the love area. It doesn't mean that I'm trying to manifest someone, or I'm trying to get someone back, or I'm trying to do, you know, people can make many assumptions. I was speaking about assuming, and exactly that's what happened to me today. Friends of mine started to assume, like, you know, certain things. Many people assume the different things, which I find funny, because I was just speaking about assuming the positive instead of the negative. Well, you know, it is what it is. So that, right? This writer recommends as a test or as an experiment to choose a person that you have no contact with, right? Choose a person you have no contact with, but you know you're going to see sooner or later, right? And start to assume, in a way, to do telepathy, in a way to change his or her life. So, for example, if this person was having, let's say, financial problems, start doing work of assumption. And what you're going to do is start to change the vibration towards that person. And this writer tell you to, for example, if the person have financial problems, start assuming this person finds an amazing job, that this person is doing amazingly financially, that this person is changing his or her game on the finances, is going starting to make his or her own business, start assuming these kind of things, right? And also using telepathy. He don't speaks about assumption, he speaks about telepathy, but I find it pretty similar or almost the same. So pretty much like thinking about this person, like this person, and also connecting the tad with the feeling, feeling happy for that person because already find a job, and thinking and feeling about this person that is happy in his or her job. And so instead of feeling bad because that person was not able to have money or a job, change the vibration and feel very happy for that person, and do this for, I don't know, for a month or so. And then when you see that person, see the changes. So he recommends someone you don't have a contact with, because this way you're not going to see like 3D things, which law of assumption speaks about ignoring the 3D. And it's very curious how this guy recommends using someone you have no contact with to start doing this. To be honest, I haven't done this experiment with someone I do not have a contact with, but I've been trying to do it with a specific person I do have a contact with. And to be honest, I do see changes. Like, I do see those changes, right? So now going back to the shadow work, this is something I really want to focus on this specific video, because I feel it's the most important in order to make this work. Like, if you don't do shadow work, you're not going to be able to make this work. And on the video the stories I published like 2 or 3 days ago, I spoke a little bit about shadow work, but I'm going to speak about that a bit more on this video, or go more on detail, because a lot of people have asked me, yeah, like, it's very easy to say like you need to do shadow work, but what is the shadow work, or how I do my shadow work? So I wanted to explain you this so you can understand how to do it. So I use myself as an example. Like I said, since I started getting to know this information, I noticed how fast I catch my fears, and how fast they manifest in a small way before they get bigger, so I can fix them. I have noticed this. So I'm going to put an example. Let's say I have a friend, right? And I have a fear, I don't know. Let's say about my last post, right? The last post here on my reels. I was on the classes of my kids. My kids were taking classes, and I was sitting down on the stairs, and I decided to take that video, right? And then suddenly, a friend of mine make a comment and kind of like move me the floor. I'm like, why this person is doing me this comment? And then I check my reel, and let's say it is not on the video, but let's have imagination here. Let's imagine that a guy is walking the stairs like a, I don't know, a man, right? A man. I'm just using imagination. And you can see on the video the man walking the stairs, and it seems like I am with a guy, which I don't even know the guy. He just happened to pass by there on my reel, and you can see it on the reel. Like I said, this is using imagination because you cannot see no one. But let's use this as example, right? And I catch the fear. Okay, I had this fear of this friend being jealous and this friend making a scene of me, and now he sent me like a small comment about it. Not such a big deal, but I can fix it, before it becomes bigger. So to give, I don't know if this makes sense. I guess I'm bad giving explanations. I try to be I hope it makes sense. So now, how you fix the freaking fear, the freaking problem. The vibration of fear is, you know, you have that fear very unconsciously, but you have that fear, and you start to be like very like, oh my gosh, I need to be careful with what I said, I need to be careful with what I post, you know. I don't want this friend to be jealous, I don't want to cause problems here, and you start to act from fear, like I said, like 3 or 4 days ago. When you start to vibe on fear, you start to act from fear. And when you act from fear, you start to mess up things. So what you want to do is catch yourself. Okay, this is a fear of mine because I don't like it. It's a fear. So how I fix this? Changing to the opposite. So for example, in this explanation, okay, which I'm now very confused by my own explanation. I'm very confused now by my own explanation. I hope it makes sense. I hope I'm not confusing you, because I confused myself already. So you need to do, you need to reverse the energy. So if you're having fear of someone being jealous of you, you need to stop thinking he or she is going to be jealous, and start thinking, this person trusts me, he or she trusts me, and start not only thinking but feeling it. The more you believe on yourself, the more you do it from the heart and not from the ego, the faster it works, the faster you see the result. Okay, so keep that in mind. They need to be from the heart, from love, is going to work faster. So to give you another example, let's say you have a relationship with someone, right? And you have a fear of this someone finding someone else, you know, or finding someone better than you, very, very like this, because like I told you, no one is better than no one. We're just looking for different stuff and on different vibrations, but you know, finding someone better than you, and you need to catch the fear, because is very interesting. You're going to start to see on the 3D things that feed that fear. So you're going to start to see, let's say here on Instagram or on YouTube or whatever, videos of people cheating on their partners, or quotes about cheating. You know, I have noticed this. Since I know this information, I have noticed this. You start to notice that. You start to notice, like, you have a fear about, in my case, right? I have a fear about something. I kind of feel that fear, and then boom, like super fast, immediately, I start to see on the 3D before it happens, you know, like signals of the fear, like on Instagram or on YouTube, about cheating on, or videos that I look sexier like this, or videos that speak about the cheating, or there's a third party situation, or that kind of stuff, you know. So it's very interesting how the 3D starts to show you that the fear, or in a way, you know, your ego confirming you that your fear is truth. Here is where your floor is going to shake, and you're going to be like second guessing if you haven't done the job. You want some? I'll make some, okay? If you haven't done the job of shadow work, you're going to believe your ego. But if you have done your shadow work, you're going to be like, this is a fear. I need to work on this and change my frequency, change my vibration. So I need to put attention on what energy I'm vibing, so I can reverse that. It's very interesting. I have been noticed this, and the more I notice, the more conscious I become of it, the better I get at it. So it's very interesting how this works, and the idea is not to the idea of the universe doing this is not you believing your ego, but you being able to catch the fear. So, you know, the universe is going to make it very noticeable for you to catch it. But what happened is that if you haven't done shadow work, instead of catching the fear, oh my goodness.
It's Houston.
It's Houston.
This is my house.
It's your house. Beautiful. Instead of catching the fear and being able to fix it, you're going to believe the ego and be like, what I thought is truth, all the negative thoughts I had is truth. He or she cheating on me. He or she don't want me back. He or she is with someone else. He or she do whatever thing, you know? So it's very interesting. It's very interesting how this works. But this is the way you start to catch the fears and you fix it. So
Fears looking this way.
yes. So this is the video for today.
Fear looking this way.
I know. Scarlett is waiting for the fairy who is going to bring her some gifts, and we're waiting for it. So this is the video of today. Let me know if you have any questions or any suggestions or any ideas, or if you understand this information, or if you want me to explain in a different way or maybe more on detail. Let me know. I'm going to do a next video, and this is if you are ready, because like I said, even the things you don't like, you manifested that on your reality. You created that. What you like and what you don't like, you have created. So I'll do a next video how to fix what you don't like. So if you already manifested a third party situation, or if your SP, your special person, specific person, already left you, already end up the relationship with you, and you want that person back, if it's the case that you want that person back, I'm going to, in the next video, explain you how to reverse that, how to reverse those things, okay? So this is very interesting. You're going to love that video. So how to reverse what you already created on your reality, how to fix that, how to resolve that, how to get rid of it. So I'll explain you how to get rid of third party situations, how to get rid of competition, how to get rid very like this. In my case, right, like speaking from my own self, but I'm pretty sure you don't have competition either if you're watching this. So how to get rid of all that and being like the number one person for your special person. So yeah, that's the so that coming on the next video. If you're watching me on Instagram, it's going to be probably tomorrow or in 2 days. If you're watching me on YouTube, can be like in a week or in a month. I'm still figuring out how often I'm going to publish these talking, speaking videos, and see if people like them, because like I said, my YouTube channel is mostly about tarot readings. So also after that video, so the next video is how to get rid of blockages, how to make that person come back, how to get rid of third party situations. And after that video is going to come another video where I am going to speak how tarot readings, how tarot, if you're creator of your own reality, then the question will be what you want tarot for. If you're creating your own reality, tarot is going to show you your fears, so you can see them on the tarot readings before it shows on your reality. So, mis hermosos amores, that was it for today. I really hope this was not confusing. I'm trying to get better at my speeches, so I hope you like it. And like always, you already know. Yes. Oh, you want more? Okay, I'll get you more. You already know, be good, and if you're going to be bad, invite me. Bye-bye.